Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Uh, Today we have a biology subject. You are very warmly welcome in this session. It's very interesting. It is conducted by Mr. Mangash Nasir Said. Yeah, today we are going to look at the human blood in humans. And to begin with, we needed to understand, to see the objectives of the lesson. Objective number one, in this lesson, I'm expecting you to be able to define the term blood, to, to understand the concept of blood in general, to mention the components of blood and its percentage composition in the system. And there will be activity where will be required to respond to designed questions. Lastly, you will be required to, we'll talk about the functions of the blood. Blood. What is the meaning of blood? Blood is the bodily fluid found in the circulatory system in humans and other vertebrates. And it carries several functions. It carries metabolic waste products away from the body cells, and also it brings into the body system the essential nutrients and also oxygen. This is according to Senior 2010. Now, that picture depicts the composition of blood in general. Now, let's go to look at the types of the components of blood. Yeah, we have about 4 components of blood. Namely, one, it is called red blood cells or erythrocytes. Its composition in the body system, it is 44%. And now we have another type, which is white blood cells, or we call it leukocytes, which its composition is less than 1% into our systems. That is the structure which it depicts. You can see within the blood capillary, there are those whitish stuffs. Those are the representatives of white blood cells. Now we have the third type of blood components, which is blood platelets. So we call them thrombocytes, which also fits in within the 1%. So it also weighs 1%. Now that is the structure to represent blood platelets. Now we have the fourth type of blood components of blood, which is blood plasma, which consists about 55%, and it has a milk white coloration. And we have a picture which depicts a centrifuged blood sample, which the whitish part reflects the 55%, which is the composition of blood plasma. And that is it. Now, after knowing the 4 components of blood, now let's go to the activity. Now the activity requires, number 1, requires you to bring out the similarities between red blood cells and white blood cells. And also another activity will require to differentiate between red blood cells and the white blood cells. And it may be in terms of its functions or its location or where they can be produced. Now we have another composition. Now we look at the composition of blood plasma, which is it has a milky whitish coloration, which depicts it has got a lot of other things rather than water. Now, you're going to sit in the groups and discuss that in 5 minutes, and then we'll offer the feedback. Now, after this activity, we go to the functions of blood. Function number 1 of blood, it is the function of blood is food transportation to all parts of the body. The second function of blood is transportation of waste body materials to other areas, from areas of production to the areas of exit. That means to the excretory organs, which you have the lungs and the kidneys, the that, and the skin. Now, another role of blood is to protect the body against foreign bodies, or we call antigens. Another is to protect another function of blood components of blood is to protect the body against excessive bleeding. This is according to Sherwood 2011. This is the end of our lesson. Thank you very much for your attention. All the best. So tomorrow I am expecting you to submit your work. Thank you very much.